we are fighting.
So where exactly, you mentioned that the incident happened inside the hospital.
Yes, inside the hospital in the seminar room. See, all departments will be having a seminar room. This particular lady resident went to seminar room because that retiring room, no, that was not adequately equipped. So she went to the seminar room to rest.
And
inside the hospital.
The suspect also works in the hospital, or he came outside of the hospital?
That is under CBI inquiry. However, the whatever is out, I can share with you. That one guy, Sanjay, were arrested in the within few days time, and it was it appeared that he accepted the crime. He was a police helper. Police helper, used to come and go very frequently to the hospital. They have seen him in the CCTV near the seminar room. Few hours before her body was found in the seminar room. So on that basis, he was arrested and interrogation is going on. But we think majority of the doctors in India and particularly people in West Bengal think there must be a huge conspiracy. It is not a simple fatal attraction. There must be a huge conspiracy behind her death, behind her murder. So we wanted all the truth to come out, real culprits to be arrested. To add to this, I may also share with you that Supreme Court of India, the highest judicial body, has taken up this issue. Suo moto, voluntarily they have taken it up the issue. Though there is a CBI inquiry, this is the highest inquiry body, is already started investigating. Supreme Court also has taken up suo moto and asked the CBI, Central Bureau of Investigation body, to report to the Supreme Court of India on 22nd. Whatever matter they have gathered, whatever investigation they have finished, they have to report to the Supreme Court India on 22nd, so that the entire India and the entire world would come to know who is behind this crime.
So let me get this in clear. The suspect doesn't work in the hospital.
Yeah, he is not a hospital worker, but he is a police helper in the sense he helps the police in the security and also helps the patient to come and get their treatment, kind of assisting the police in security of the hospital. He's a police helper.
Okay, so he is known in the hospital.
You
know. He is known. They know him.
Yeah. They all people know him very well.
Okay, so we also understand that the late doctor was sexually assaulted, and how was that discovered?
There were lots of injuries on the body, starting from head to foot. There were fractures are noted. There were injuries in the private parts. Yeah, that's why it was suspected. And of course, postmortem confirmed that there is violence there.
Was she the only doctor working on that night? Because if there was a struggle, we expect people around to hear. Nobody heard any noise.
It is the most kind of sad thing that inside the hospital, so many people are on duty. But the geographically, the room is located in the farthest part of the building. Even though she cried, she shouted, probably people might not have heard her voice. That is so farther.
Okay, so let me speak to Dr. Mundal and find out, she was your colleague at the university, at the college. How would you describe her?
Yes. I personally didn't know her that day, but I'm representing whole of West Bengal joint doctors forum. We have all junior doctors all over the West Bengal. We have gathered, carrying on the movement, like how enroll himself, like what to do, what are the proceedings we have to do. So this kind of things. So the fact is that these incidents happen. That like after that, because this is a very sad thing that happened. Okay, like in many of times we face violence. That is very true. From like this got more momentum because this is actually a medical college. So this similar kind of incidents always occur like in the small hospitals, like district hospitals, so the PHCs, VPHCs. So this is a major issue. Like security is a very big part because in the small hospitals there's only one, suppose one medical officers are there, two on duty nurses are there, one would be helping staffs are there. So it is quite difficult to manage patient part is there, and like there is also a lack of social awareness, like what all things they can do and what are the acts like they will well punishable for any offense to the doctors or the nurses. So this kind of things like is happening in a very rapid way. I don't know like why these incidents is happening. So, but this is a real troubling situation because residents and other doctors they face a lot of trouble because always agitated patient parties come. They have a mentality that previously like previously there was a concept like the doctor is trying the level base, they're close to the doctors, this gods, then they have a power in the hand. So right now, many of the things I don't know because of the social awareness, maybe because of the media or something or the else. People have got convention now. Doctors are there to like extract money from the people. They are not doing their best. So this kind of things, and because people are easily getting away with the violence, so they are feeling that they can do anything and like the, nobody will able to do so.
So what has
This is
been
a very big issue.
the concerns among your colleagues? I mean,
Yeah, like our concern is like first the justice order, because if justice is not provided in this case, so there is a high chance the people will think that if they can rape and murder a doctor in the hospital, which is the safest of all places, they can do it anywhere. So, so this should be a message to the public that you cannot do anything you want. There is law and order in the country that has power over you. So we want justice for her because anyway that she cannot be back because she has already left us. Her soul has already departed. We need to see that similar kind of incident doesn't occur again. And also, people don't have the guts to do it again. Might have the thought that this case is denied, then we can do it anywhere else. Anyway, there will be some strike for some day when the people will go back to the work, and this will be forgotten. There will be some punishment, not so severe. We will go out of jail in 10 or 14 days. So this kind of thing is seeking the mentality of the people. Like they talk to violence. After all, like humans and animals only, they have an animalistic instinct, but that should be suppressed by the society so that everyone feels safe in the workplace. Not in the hospitals, other government and private sectors, many women doesn't feel safe. Also, men doesn't feel safe. So, like workplace violence is a real issue. So that should be addressed properly.
mm, mm.
Like I have heard from our friends and all. She was a like very genuine and good girl. She used to just study and just carry on with her own life. She doesn't have a habit of creating any kind of trouble and anything. So she has a very good reputation. Like in the previous college, she was a very good reputation. Also, she was very good in academics. She was chess medicine in Arjika, which is quite a difficult subject to get because Arjika rank is quite high in like postgraduate counseling.
Okay.
He was a very good student and studious only.
Dr. Hassan, you want to say something?
Yeah. I agree with Dr. Mandal. I would like to only add this very important information. We, Indian Medical Association, had done a study few years ago and found that nearly 70% of the doctors doing services in our country face some sort of violence. 70% of the doctors say they have faced violence, maybe minimal verbal abuse to physical abuse. Here, one thing I would like to emphasize is majority of the violence happens in the emergency departments, casualties, where our junior doctors, resident, young medicals are working. They are taking the brunt of all this unhappiness and dissatisfaction of the patient and patient attendants. This has been, kind of a very burning issue maybe 1 or 2 decades to now. For that, we wanted to have a kind of permanent law, that is the central law against violence on doctors and medical personnel, including nurses and other staff. So this has been our demand, and today when we are protesting, and this found the first demand of our charter of demands today. Once it comes, there will be very stringent punishment for the culprits or whoever tries to attack doctors and hospitals. They will think that they will be having severe punishment. So that kind of atmosphere we want to create in this country. We have been lobbying with the government to achieve this particular law.
Mm. Mm. So have you been speaking to the family, or what is the family saying about this particular incident? I'm sure they'll be worried, so much worried that they have lost their daughter. What are they saying? There's no way she will come back, but what is the family saying?
The family is actually like devastated. Like she was the only child, and also his father is like very aged for them.
She was the only
They're
child of
very
the
sad.
parents?
But yeah,
Wow.
so the fact is that he was the only child. It's quite a like disaster situation. The family like got support from many of us people. So the fact is that is so the situation in the family is like not that good. The family is very saddened by the fact, but they are having belief that some justice will be provided to the family, because it's a fact that like they have no other option but to just believe in the judicial system, because that is the only thing that they can say right now. But they're like composed. They want the justice to be delivered soon enough.
Hmm.
But
So-
they're very devastated. So we don't provoke them too much to say a lot of things. But it's very saddened to talk with the parents regarding all these things. But they have a belief that justice will serve.
But even
Indian Medical Association president and other leaders went to his home, went to her house and consoled the parents, and they promised all kind of support, a thorough inquiry into this death of their daughter, and also all relief measures, everything they assured. Subsequently, today he appeared in the press and expressing some kind of dissatisfaction about the ongoing inquiry. So that is also has been seriously taken by the government and the CBI and also the court. So it is very, very important that we will have to assure the parents today that there will be a very impartial inquiry, the truth will be out, and the culprits, real culprits will be really punished. This is our main motto today, and the Indian Medical Association is working towards that.
Thank you so much. Your final words, Dr. Mundal, and I'll come back to you, then we'll finish it.
Regarding this issue, so I agree with you. Like we want a permanent solution to this. A law that provides that every kind of, like in many hospitals also, there are residents working. A lot of residents. So out of context, I'm telling. Like all residents are working, but many places they're not even a proper hospital facility for the residents to stay. So these kind of things, basic needs of the residents or the other doctors or the all hospital staff, I'm not saying residents, all hospitals are then proper drinking water facilities, proper washroom facilities, then proper rooms to rest, proper schedule of work schedule. Like if a doctor is working or a doctor or nurse, anybody, is working for more than 12 hours, she or he is mentally exhausted and they are not able to like get good decisions. That is a proven fact. Like different studies have been done to prove this fact. So it is an utmost need that the condition of these hospitals should be improved so that there's a workable condition there. Because this workplace and how you work, this kind of laws should be passed that will help the doctors. Not only in India, I suppose, like all over the world. This should be the thing. Because doctors everywhere are stressed. They are the like stress is so much high. A burnout among doctors is a very common thing. Very common thing. Even if it's like other countries also, same situation. Doctors are overburdened with the work. Any kind of work, either even if the patient load is less, then also they have to do a lot of paperwork. This paperwork, then the legal issues, everything. So this is very difficult for like all healthcare workers to like get a proper amount of sleep and have a good life regardless of the duty hours. So this overall balance in the life is very important, not only for doctors, for every kind of workers out there. This work-life balance should be a main thing. It should be incorporated in every country. The workplace balance should be there. Work life is like devastated. You cannot stress yourself out and provide a better healthcare. That cannot be. That has never been. So, because if the amount of doctors patient ratio is very high, doctors may not give good decisions. That will hamper the healthcare. And also the like it will message for all people like doctors are already burnout, successful burnout. So they should also be compassionate towards the workers. And there should be a law because people at the end of the day, the people are animals only. We are social animals. We have to remember that we are animals. There is a word animal in there. Social is there, but animal is also there. So animalistic behavior will come out of people at any time. When they're angry, they will try to chase the doctors. Only law and order and the fear of the law and order will able to put people in a normalcy. Otherwise, there will always be violence. So law and order, like, is the utmost thing that we can depend on.
Okay,
Because
Doctor.
if people fear, then if
Okay.
people fear, there's some consequences will be there. There is grave consequences. They will not do that thing. And if they know that, that's the thing. You
Okay.
got it right.
Right. Dr. Hazard?
Yeah, this particular incident, or I would rather say this particular sacrifice by a female doctor exposed what is the kind of situation. Now the people are made to understand that how risky our doctors are working around the clock, 24 into 7 to save lives, risking their own lives. This is an important learning or a kind of experience for all the citizens across the country today. They all now realize that the doctors are risking, working, saving lives 24 into 7 by risking their life. How unsafe their working places are. These two are the main important things that are given to the people to understand, and the people have realized. I think this is a one big opportunity for us all people, all stakeholders concerned, join together and that prevent such kind of incidents. This is one important thing, idea, goal in front of all of us in India today.